It is now 5 o'clock, and I am welcoming you to the 5 p.m. garage session, aka the Live with your man, Mech on. Shout out to all the mechanics worldwide. Get on in here. The doors are open. Get your tool belt, get your coveralls. Let's get this thing on the rack and see where we at. 100 to everybody who checks in, everybody who passes some words, everybody who hits me with a super chat, everybody who hits me with a question. Hit the like, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Hit the likes and hit the shares so they can see how we do it around here. And let's get into some good old fashioned hip hop talk. J. Cole appears to be back. And he's back to the point where the only question now is, did he actually leave? B74, what up? Hit the likes, hit the shares, hit the likes, hit the shares. That's you, B. You do that. Shout out to the mechanics piling in. Oh, man. Ant Dog from Grape Street. Okay, salute. I guess I wore the right hoodie for you today. Shout out to all the mechanics checking in. Everybody pulling up. Charlie Funk, what up, baby? Yeah, man. Let's. I see the tool belts coming in, but y'all already know where this discussion is going. Come on, B. You ain't gotta appreciate me. I appreciate y'all for pulling up and letting me talk hip hop. Listen, we don't get along with the '60s. Okay, this conversation is taking a completely different turn. East Side 103. Listen, you know I'm not a street dude. If you've been following, you understand that I'm not a street dude. I want to ask you a personal favor. Personally, I don't know the politics. I understand how deep it goes. I get that, and I respect the fact that this ain't a me thing. I be watching your content now. And check me out. I just updated 12 videos. Okay, you know what I'll do? I'll do you a favor. Let's trade. I will check out your videos. If you do me an honest favor, an attempt to get along with the 60s. I don't like us fighting each other, bro. I don't like that. And I don't want that. And I want y'all to, I know, again, this is no disrespect, and I'm probably stepping on so many toes, I have no idea, but from a civilian to somebody who's I'm assuming active and affiliated, just taking a quick little detour for this music talk to say, bro, we got enough enemies from outside the neighborhood. And I don't mean the block y'all are in. I mean outside of us. We got enough enemies. We don't need the days of us beefing with each other. We got to put that away. We got to pack that up. Because you can see them boys rolling around looking for everybody, and they don't have any they ain't got no problem tripping on us. If it's just a fist fight, I respect it, and I'm cool with a good tussle, but just just moving forward, I want us to all be on the same gang because we got real enemies. You know what I'm saying? We got real enemies, and they don't like none of us, and they trip on us legally. So we need to circle the wagons and kind of, you know what I'm saying, click up for real, for real. So, and this goes out to anybody from the 60s watching too. I was just a personal favor. I would just ask for y'all to not focus on the real op. And the dude that look like you, he's not the real op. He's in the same neighborhood as you, doing the same things you doing, trying to get to the same stuff you trying to get to. And there's room for all of us. But there's a common enemy we have that's trying to keep all of us from getting there. So I would like for us to recognize that that guy is the real problem, not us. Not us. We not each other's problem. The days of us being afraid of each other has to stop. No, it's never East Side. It's never disrespect. It's always from a place of love, King. It's always from a place of love. It's never meant as disrespect. Again, I don't know the politics. You dig? I don't know the politics. I'm asking because I don't want to see y'all still fighting each other while these people is tripping on us from outside of us. We can't afford to be cannibalizing each other. We got to circle the wagons the way they do because they ain't got no problem clicking up. You dig? We got to be the same way. That's all I'm saying, and I'm gonna leave it there. Shout out to thank you, Esau, for pulling up. I appreciate it. One love to my mechanic out in the UK, Calvin Campbell. I'm glad you could pull up. Um, Greetings from Russia. Oh man, you might be my first Russian mechanic. You might be my first Russian mechanic. We got Poland, which I would like for y'all also to stop the nonsense. But you ain't in the government. I understand that you can't do much about that. But we had Poland, we had Spain, we had Canada. I've seen South Korea. I don't think I've seen Russia. Shout out to Russia. Yeah, man. Russia's heavy in Brooklyn. Yeah, that's a fact. But Russia's heavy in Queens too. So is Portugal. But that's a whole other thing. Listen, let's talk hip hop. Let's talk hip hop. It looks to me like your man J. Cole is back in the building. Brand new song with Mike Will called Reset. Here's the thing. I don't know if it's brand new. None of us know if it's brand new. But what we do know is J. Cole said he was retiring. And that lasted shorter than Hov's retirement. If that's a real thing. Hey, Calvin says I'm Jamaican. We're everywhere. Yes, you definitely are. Shout out to South Jamaica, Queens, where I'm from. I know it ain't the same thing, but we got plenty of your family over there too. Plenty of your family everywhere. Anyway, um, J. Cole dropped another track called Reset. Mike Will, shout out to Mike Will, for a fire beat. Um, I should get tired of saying I told you so, but I'm an Aries. Oh, shout out to all the Aries. Aries season starts today. Shout out to all my fellow Aries, all my fellow Rams. One time for y'all, all my fellow fire signs. But Aries season starts today. We're going to let the rest of y'all finish, but Aries season starts today. I never get tired of, I don't get tired of telling you I told you so, I was right. That's just the petty hip hop nature in me. And brother, you have a great mug. Oh, Russia. I appreciate it. Shout out to Stone and Shadow for the skincare. But yo, check this out. I predicted when Cole said he was retiring that this was going to be like a fake out retirement. That it's now we the game's not over. This could be an old verse. If I'm Mike Will, the smart thing to do would have been to sit on this verse, sit on this record, as soon as J. Cole announced his retirement, hold on to it, and then let Homeboy, announce his retirement, make it a bigger deal, and then drop a joint. That would make this. That's the marketing that I would do, because now you now have a rare coin that they stop making. It's one thing when the mint is still open. When the mint announces that it's going out of business and will never be seen from again, they ain't making no new coins. You go get them last couple coins that they had and you hold them shits down. You make it a point to hold on to those because now they're rare. Now the value shoots up. And your man Mike Will, could be that this is a verse he's been sitting on for I don't know how long. But according to Cole, we know he don't just write, right? Ask Cam. I wonder how that lawsuit's going. Ask Cam. We know he just don't write right, because if he just wrote, Cam would have his verse. He could have gave this verse to Cam. But I digress. That's none of my business. What I'm saying is that quote unquote retirement, hit the likes, hit the likes, hit the likes, hit the shares, hit the likes, hit the likes. If we having a good convo and you dig it, hit the likes. Come to Russia and I'll treat you to real vodka. Here's the problem, Broham. While I am definitely down to pull up to Russia, and I've never been, and I would love to pull up, I don't drink. I've never drank in my life. Also, subscribe. B74 is right. Shout out to all the mechanics who are pushing, keeping me focused on the business. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. She's absolutely right. Yeah, and she knows. I've never drank in my life, bro. Like it's not. It's not to offend you. It's not sitting here telling you that I'm just not gonna take your specific vodka. Just know that I've never drank in my life, and my first trip to Russia would not be a good idea. It wouldn't be a good idea for me to start in Russia. Not a good idea at all. Although if you could swing me by where they do the stop a douchebag raids at, the stop hum raids at, that would be super cool. I would actually love to go and maybe pull up and get a sticker from those dudes. So if and when I pull up to Russia, if you could hook me up with a stop hum raid, that would be fire. But Cole, I predicted that the retirement might not be what we think it is. Could have been a marketing plan from his perspective. Maybe he retires the name J. Cole and comes back as Jermaine or Jermaine C. Or like maybe it's just a completely different person or some Prince symbol type business. Or he's retiring a chapter because Cole thinks like that. Cole thinks deeper than, your average bear. And he's gonna do some things that are a little deeper than rap. Could have been a possibility. This Mike Will verse is fire, as Cole's verses normally are. This is a fire verse. He's spitting, and my mentions ain't been friendly in a while. Like he got a lot of stuff. He's really dropping. He's getting closer to 40. He mentions, and I don't know how old he is. I don't check for ageism, but he's really spitting on this thing, and on this track, and it just reinforces the notion that he has no need to hang it up. He's too good. You're too good. You're too good. There's no reason to retire when you're this good. You don't run out of things to say. I don't think he will. I think maybe there's some things he's not saying because he feels it might go over the audience's head. And given the general state of today's hip hop audience, I can understand wanting to not really being able to dumb it down, also not wanting to dumb it down, because when you're writing at a certain level, dumbing it down is an effort. It's harder than maintaining the level that you're at. Dumbing it down so everybody can get it, that becomes like problematic. So I understand completely why that would be a thing, why you would feel like maybe but bro, you've got to put it out. Like all these albums go number one. There's no reason to quit. Or maybe ending on a high note on some D Wade type business. You wanna break out before it starts looking crazy, but this ain't basketball. Your knees don't give out when it comes to hip hop. It's your brain. Your brain gets sharper. You learn more. You do more. You know better. You do better. This ain't that. I would like for I'm hoping that this is just more. This is more along the lines of, I know I said I was gonna quit, but that was cap. Like this is the worst. This is almost the worst retirement ever. His last post about the Civic thing was like last month, and here we are with a brand new J. Cole verse. Now, like I said, this could go any way. This could go any way. This could be he could. Let's just run down all the possibilities. Number one, he could actually be retired. Mike Will might have been sitting on this verse, and after the announcement, figured this is the best time because he's getting all this attention, a rare J. Cole verse. He could have waited, but he didn't have to, and maybe he feels like now is the best time for him to drop another verse. Could be a collaborative effort with Cole. Definitely a possibility. Number two, the retirement could be cap. The retirement could be pure cap, which I'm hoping for. Could have just been a marketing ploy to push the last album. Don't know why he would feel the need to do that. His albums never need more than him just telling people, "Hey, I'm dropping an album," and it just flies to number one automatically. The tours always do great. Selling them out the trunk was definitely a spin, and it was the only spin he really needed. Um, it was the only spin. It was only like little gimmick is the wrong word, but it was only like maybe the little marketing ploy that was necessary. Um, Three, maybe he considered retiring, but like he got that urge, and he's in his zone. So here comes another verse, and not saying that this will lead to a project. This could be a one and done. Four, maybe this is what it is from now on. Maybe he retired from making albums, and the most we're gonna get from him from now on is features and singles with other people. Very possible, very possible, and all of these are gonna take some time to flesh out until we get a direct statement. There's no telling which one of these is the truth. Personally, I love the fact that we get to talk music and we get to avoid the shenanigans. We get to avoid Boosie and Kodak Black going back and forth. We get to avoid Ray J talking crazy to Cam Mason shine over Brandy. We get to it. We don't have to discuss and bring these things up. We just get to talk about music. If I was sure that playing Cole's record for y'all to hear wouldn't get me zapped or something, because them copyright boys be crazy. If I was sure that there was figure out a way to do that, I just react to the song in real time. But I went and gave it a listen. I still haven't listened to I still haven't listened to what's the boy's name? What's the boy's name? I still haven't listened to the Jack Harlow album. I know I said I was going to. I know I said for research purposes I would check it out. But then I saw somebody called them Kentucky Dried Chicken, and I just lost it. I just fell apart laughing. And then I think a member, Sadat X, posted a picture of the One for All album, and he was on the cover, and they called it Bland Nubian, and well, Bland Nubian and Kentucky Dried Chicken. I had nothing at that point. I couldn't even make myself. I just started laughing and took it as my cue to walk away from the computer completely. And then hip hop saved me with a brand new J. Cole track over Mike Will production, which is fire, and I went to go check for. One more thing before I get out of here. Amir Ali, right? If you've watched me on My Expert Opinion, you've heard me big that dude up a few times because he's one of my new favorites. And he has been just putting numbers on the board left, right, and center. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, saw that he got an opportunity to open at the he's performing at the Roots Picnic in Philly, the one that Jay-Z is headlining for the anniversary of Reasonable Doubt or Blueprint, Reasonable Doubt, for one of his anniversaries. Yo, I just want to take this time to shout out Amir to anybody who's listening. Hit the likes, hit the subs, hit the likes, hit the subs, hit the likes, hit the subs, please and thank you. Don't take you nothing but a press of the button. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but I may be saying that from now on. Don't take you nothing but the press of a button. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Hit the like and hit the share so people know how we do it around here. But I might have to say that more often. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Yo, Amir Ali just got the opening. He's performing over at the spot, and I just wanted to salute that boy. His pen is crazy. I've been a fan. I've been a supporter of his, and I'm so happy to see this tide turning. You know what I mean? If this industry was based around talent, somebody like Amir Ali would be where Jack Harlow is. That's all I'm saying. If this was what it was supposed to be, somebody like Amir would be in that spot, would be in that position. So I'm just gonna do my part and shout out the flyness when I see it. One time for Amir Ali, that's a big look, dog. Handle your scandal, do your 1-2, do your numbers, do what you always do. I can't wait to see it. If I'm not there, then I'll find a way to watch it. But yo, fire. This is like signs that the tide is turning. And dudes like Amir represent this next chapter that I'm really looking forward to in this culture where talent is more important than hustle. Really looking forward to it, where talent comes first. And he's a prime poster child candidate for that. It's another reason why I don't want J. Cole to quit, because he should be ushering, he should be helping to usher in that era. He's also a representative of that entire thing. No gimmicks, no nonsense, no shenanigans, just bars and beats, which is all any real talent should need in this business. Unfortunately, it's not true, but hopefully we're getting there. So shout out to Amir Ali. Ladies and gentlemen, the garage is now shutting down for the evening. Hang up your coveralls, hang up your tool belt. Let's get this car off the rack and see where we at. One love to all the mechanics worldwide. Shout out to the homie from Russia. Shout out to the homie from LA. Do me that favor, King. Shout out to my man from the UK, Calvin Campbell. Shout out to B74. Shout out to all the mechanics. I don't wait, because if I start running down your names, I'll be here for the rest of the night. But y'all already know what it is. Keep hitting the likes, keep hitting the subs. I cracked the new number a couple days ago as far as the subs are concerned. The channel is building slowly but surely, but it's being built authentically. No gimmicks, no nonsense, just honest people who honestly love hip hop and want to pull up and have a discussion about it, because we love this thing. Hip hop heads, and maybe a couple of rap fans, but mostly hip hop heads. All right, I will see y'all back here tomorrow, God willing, 5 o'clock, to make it easier for my UK crew. Still keeping the military green. I'll do another one tomorrow, but next week I'm going all gold. I'm celebrating spring. I'm celebrating Aries season. I'm going all gold. I'm yellowing out, so just get ready for that. And thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. I can't thank you enough. Hit the likes, hit the subs. That's how you show your boy love. Ladies and gentlemen, the garage is now closed, and I will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. where we talk more good hip hop for the soul.